Hey, what's up? It's your boy Young Machete. In this video, I want to talk about a young rapper by the name of Nasty C. If you don't know who Nasty C is, he's a South African rapper making major waves on a global scheme right now. He recently signed to Def Jam, he's co-signed by T.I. No ID, and he has a large dedicated fan base pushing him to greater leagues. He recently released a mixtape titled ZULU. It's a collab album with DJ Wookid. It was received very well, and if you haven't listened to it yet, I'd highly recommend it. But with the release of ZULU came, as usual in hip-hop, a bit of controversy. I'm making this video because this controversy is a repeated conversation that we've heard many times about many artists doing what Nasty C is doing. And what I'm talking about is rappers quote unquote selling out to the mainstream. If you look at Nasty C's first project, Price City, it had a very different sound compared to what he's putting out now. Then his artistic style was based around what I would describe as intense and impressive lyricism. The best way I could describe this mixtape is that he was rapping, like he was really going hard. On a global comparison, I'd say that he was the Joey Badass of South Africa. He was that youngin' in his mid-teens who came out of nowhere with lyrical talent that was on par with the greats at that time. And on this project, he had some party songs, but for the most part, he was mostly deeply rapping. And this mixtape blew him up and had a lot of people waiting to see what would come from him next. And then what came next shocked a lot of his core fans. His debut album, Bad Hair, dropped and was almost the exact opposite of Price City. This album was comprised of what I would describe as mostly party songs with some deep rap tracks here and there. And this has basically been his formula for all his projects until today. As you can guess, in hip-hop, this didn't rub all his fans the best way. Despite being received well, ZULU had a lot of people complaining that he sold out to the mainstream. They said his sole objective at this point was just making radio music and that they want the old Nasty C back. And we've heard this story so many times with so many artists. We want the old Logic back, we want the old Kanye back, we want the old Drake back. And the only thing I can say about this is, why would he change a formula that's working so well for him right now? Nasty C is an artist with a serious talent for making radio music, and everyone knows that this is the type of music that reaches the masses. This is the type of music that took him from a teenage rapper who was popular among South African teenagers to a Def Jam signee. This is the exact same reason why when he collaborated with Shane Eagle to make Paris, they made a party song. Two big artists on one track means there's a lot of clout they can market off of. They could have come together and made a deep lyrical song, and the two artists are very capable of that. But they knew that if they want the song to go further than far, it needs to be playable in the clubs. And don't get me wrong, I honestly want Nasty C to drop another project similar to Price City again one day. But I'm logical enough to see that he'd be a fool to change what's working so well for him right now. Or at least if I was in his shoes, especially with this new position in his career, I wouldn't be in the business of making major changes to my sound right now. It's all a matter of business, and a lot of people don't actually understand that. They're just seeing it all from the perspective of a fan, not as an artist. If you've heard his mixtape ZULU, please tell me how you felt about it. And if you like this video, you should watch this next video. Click on it right now. I'm sure if you like this type of content, you're going to like this video too.